Hey everybody, and welcome back to Victoria 3. It's been a long time since I last played this, but with Sphere of Influence and the new the Pivot of Empire DLC, I figured it was best time to go ahead and do that. It's been a long time since I last played Victoria 3, so I am completely rusty, don't really know what I'm doing, so we're going to be playing a Learn to Play campaign, but I hope to relearn pretty quickly and get into some newer mechanics. Yeah, all the DLC are enabled. We have all of this, we have Sphere of Influence, Pivot of Empire, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, let me see what themes we have. There's quite a few that I can upgrade to. We're going to stick with the Great Empires map. Tabletop. Coordinate wood. Divider. We're going to kind of make all of this the Pivot of Empire DLC theme, mostly. Alright, new game. So it's a great game. There's a new objective now, where you can kind of do a huge economy game. What we're going to do, learn the game. I don't know if India is one of the big new things. But I think we're going to go ahead and do a Learn the Game campaign as Sweden. I think I played Sweden last time, but I think we're going to play as Sweden. No, I think it was Belgium last time. Apply. Start game. No changes, just game. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, do all that sort of stuff to be notified of new videos every day at 1 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, so here we go. The year is 1836. Karl Johan Bernadotte is King of Sweden. The Industrial Revolution is well underway, bringing cataclysmic social change along with it. More than 20 years have passed since the Congress of Vienna imposed some semblance of order upon Europe, and unrest is once again starting to brew amongst the great powers. It will be up to you to guide Sweden to glory over the following century. There's no one way to win in Victoria 3. You set your own goals and experience difficult stories in the process of pursuing them. Victoria 3 is all about taking charge of, growing, and shaping a Victorian-era country, with a primary focus on economics and politics. You will be constructing a society of your own imagination while overcoming internal and external obstacles. Politics, economics, diplomacy, and war are all tools to that end, but must be employed with care as your population have needs and desires of their own. Your decisions will impact them, and they will in turn attempt to influence you. Victoria 3 is a dynamic simulation with many moving parts. All your actions will have consequences, even unintended ones. This is normal and expected. You do not have to learn how everything works before you play. Take it slow and learn from your mistakes, and you will soon be an expert policy maker. We know how to use the camera. We're going to kind of run through that quickly. We've nested tooltips. Place within another tooltip. Alright, that's easy enough. 3 capacities measure different aspects of your country's power. Mouse over the orange text to get over more information. Bureaucracy. A capacity used to maintain your country's administrative cohesion and day-to-day operation. The cost increases with the population across your incorporated states and with every institution and investment level. And is also used to administer commanders and trade routes. You gain from operating government administration building. Authority, a capacity used to effect internal change to your country, like issuing decrees or managing interest rates. You gain authority from laws. And influence, a capacity used for diplomatic actions and pacts targeting another country. You gain influence based on your world rank. We're currently 11. Capacities originate from some government buildings, certain laws, and your rank respectively. You get to decide how to allocate them to further your interests. Unspent capacity will provide a minor boost to one of your country's aspects, while overspending will incur a major penalty. Money in the treasury is used to fund the state apparatus. The vast majority of money in your country is circulated by buildings and pops and is outside your direct control. Buildings and pops can be taxed to grow and improve your economy. Decrease your expenses by minimizing the operating costs of government building. The balance shown at the top bar reflects a weekly change. Unlike capacities, money can be saved to be spent later, though going into debt by running a negative weekly balance can often yield a better return on investment. Loans will automatically be repaid until your weekly balance is positive. On the left side of the screen, a number of buttons can take you to screens showing an overview of the different aspects of Sweden. Some are used to manage your country while others are informational. Feel free to look through them and press next when you're ready. There's a lot of things here. We have the outliner as well. Let's go ahead. I think I can... We have the... Oh yeah, the outliner's huge. Huger than I remember it. And let's read through this one. Along the bottom of the screen are 5 lenses. These provide easy access to actions you can take to shape your country combined with information needed to make good decisions. Production is for expanding industries to produce goods and provide details about your economic output. Politics is for managing the government and your population and provide details about the power balance in your country. Diplomacy is for initiating or breaking pacts with other countries or starting diplomatic plays against them. They provide details about how other countries perceive you. Military is for expanding your army and navy and recruiting commanders and provide details about wartime matters. Trade lets you expand trade infrastructure and establish trade routes. It gives you information about markets. Each lens has its own map mode. Zoom out and take a look at the map to see what details just changed. Clicking on each lens and looking at the map can give you a good hunch of what's going on currently in your country. When you're ready to move on, you close the lens and press next. Let's open the political lens. Okay? The production lens. A lot of malaria. God-forsaken amounts of malaria in Africa. Okay, next. Adjust the game speed and pause and unpause to the highlighted speed controlled. You can also pause and unpause by any space on your keyboard. The timeline of Victoria 3 spans 100 years, but you can adjust the tempo yourself. Right now, time is standing still because the game is paused. Let's go ahead and unpause the game. So our first order of business, expand the rye farms in Gotaland. You have just been given your first tutorial challenge. We have paused the game to give you time to read. Remember to unpause using the speed controls of the spacebar when you're ready to resume. Open the journal by clicking the highlighted button on the left to begin. So we need to select the expand basic buildings to proceed. This is your journal. All tutorial challenges granted to you can be found here. Other major events in your country may also appear here from time to time. You should inspect the tutorial challenge you have been given. Open the expand a basic building journal entry to continue. You have been tasked with expanding a basic agricultural building in one of your states. If you play the game, more tutorial challenges like this will be in your journal. You can either try to complete the challenge yourself, or you can click the Tell Me How button for a walkthrough. You can also click the Tell Me Why button for a more in-depth explanation of why it is important. So we need to complete... We have level 3 rye farms in Gotaland. Let's go up here to Sweden. Buildings. Rye farms, where are you? You're right here, so let's go ahead and upgrade that to number 4. And that's going to take, I think, 33 weeks is what it said. What is this? 13. Okay, now my brain replaced the number. So that's kind of where we're at. We're starting off slow and methodical with how we're going to do things. But I think first things first, we have a couple things up here. A fruit shortage in the market, and we also have an expensive military good on the Swedish market in the form of artillery. Let's see what we can do. We can do a fruit shortage. What do we need to do? So a shortage means we don't have enough. up in market price. It's basically 75% more expensive because of that shortage. So we need to import more for our population so it can get more cheap on the market. That's what we need to do. We need to start an import route of fruit. And we're not going to currently, I don't think there's anything in. Let's see. If there's anything in Africa for this. I was not going to do Africa because there's a huge malaria outbreak there right now. I think the Dutch market's down here. The Swedish market's up here. The Danish market does not have any. I think the Dutch market's going to be our option. Let's go back up here. Okay, we have taken care of the fruit shortage. Lovely. Let's actually go to our market and check that. And I'm going to show you from an economy point of view where it is, our fruit. So now we're up on buy orders +2. We were in the negatives with that. Fruit -75, that's good. No more fruit shortage, that's the point. So we can tariff it to encourage imports. Change in revenue is going to be -17.3. You can also do consumption tax because it's still technically a shortage. We're going to do that consumption tax. We have a 2.51k consumption tax right here. Oh, dear God. That's because we're building, I think. Fixed. Yeah, temporary national expenses, -3.25 thousand. Construction goods. So our balance, excluding the temporary expenses, there's no temporary income, is currently 428. We're spending $3,000 to build these rye farms. Okay. Swedish market also has a fabric shortage. We need to take care of that, I think. So who has fabric? America has a lot of fabric, it looks like. Yeah, the Southeast is producing a ton of it. It's like India is producing tons of it. Not tons of it, but a decent amount. Same with America. I mean, the Southeast is a net producer of it right now. West Java and the Dutch East Indies is going crazy with it, with 209 production. Also, the Great Qing Dynasty is somewhat producing it. At a good source for their show consumption. Not a lot of consumption unless you are Great Britain. In which case you are just consuming so much fabric. Like insane amounts of fabric. Jesus Christ. 1,139. Dang. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. New import. We're missing out, so we need to do that. Let's import from Russia, because we can also get a good productivity from that. Now we can start a fabric industry if we wanted to. We could build our own fabric, the historically accurate Swedish fabric industry. We could build that if we really wanted to. I think right now we're worried more about rye farms than we are the fabric industry. Because we can just export or import fabric from somewhere else. There's no shortage because we took care of them. Go back to our journal. Let's also go into our technology tree and take a look there. I think intensive agriculture is going to be our best thing because we're an agricultural-driven country at this time in history. I think also canneries might be a good thing to do. But no, we're going to do... I'm not going to stray from that. We're going to do intensive agriculture. Get that taken care of. Okay, so rye farms are being built. It's going to take 12 weeks. Might take a little less time. We actually unpause the game. Okay, so intensive agriculture is spreading. Knowledge of intensive agriculture has started to spread to us. So we've already gotten a little bit of help in building intensive agriculture from our tech tree. Love it, just from the typical spreading of ideas that the world is known for. I don't know who has it though. Hudson Bay Company, the United States, Texas. I don't know who has it. You know what? I think we're going to go and wrap up this episode here. If you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like on it, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you next time for more Victoria 3 as Sweden. Thanks for watching.